Betrayal is like oxygen in anime. It's everywhere, and if you're not expecting it, you might just find yourself gasping for air as your favorite character plunges a metaphorical or literal knife into someone's back. The best anime betrayals are those that leave you staring at the screen in shock, unsure whether to laugh, cry, or just rewatch the entire series to see if you missed any clues. Here are 10 betrayals that left anime fans shook. 10. Straizo takes a page out of Dio's playbook. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Straizo, an ally in Jonathan Joestar's battle against Dio, seemed like a dependable Heyman master. But when he reappears in the second part, he's traded in his ally badge for a stone mask and a renewed sense of villainy. He's like that friend who shows up at the high school reunion looking way younger than everyone else, only to reveal it's because he's been drinking unicorn blood. And what's his reasoning? Simple. Age-related existential dread. Forget eye creams or yoga, Straizo's all in on the vampirism route. Unfortunately for JoJo, his allegiance now lies with whoever keeps his skin wrinkle-free. 9. Satsky betrays Rago in Kill la Kill. From the start, Satsky seems loyal to her tyrannical mother, Rago Kiryuin. However, in an unexpected twist, she reveals that she's been plotting against her mother the entire time, seeking revenge for the abuse and manipulation she suffered. This epic betrayal is both satisfying and shocking, making us cheer for Satsky while wondering if anyone in this anime could ever be trusted again. 8. Kyubey and the Fine Print. Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Kyubey is like that insurance salesman who doesn't tell you about the mortal peril clause until after you've signed up. He lures in unsuspecting teenage girls with promises of magical power, but it's like he skipped the chapter on full disclosure. It's only later that these girls realize they're doomed to a life of magical misery, eventually transforming into witches once their hope is snuffed out. But Kyubey? He's chilling with his blank, unblinking stare, explaining that it's all for the grand cosmic balance. Somehow, he makes Voldemort look like a Disney sidekick by comparison. 7. Kekkanos Big Reveal, Assassination Classroom. Throughout Assassination Classroom, Kade is like the girl next door who's got a secret she'd prefer not to share. But that's just it. She's been lying to everyone the entire time. Her real name is Akari Yukimura, and she's on a revenge mission. Not only has she adopted a fake persona, but she's also had actual tentacles implanted into her body to match Koro-sensei. Imagine the level of commitment that takes. It's like she went through an extreme cosplay, not just for Comic-Con, but for life. And yet, the ultimate twist here is that she realizes her whole plan is built on a tragic misunderstanding. When the truth comes out, everyone's like, wow, that was a lot. 6. Uryu chooses the Quincy over Ichigo, Bleach. Uryu was Ichigo's reliable, bow-wielding buddy. But when he learns he's not the last Quincy, he decides to side with Yuak, their terrifying leader. Why? Because he's family, and also because Ichigo's friends haven't tried to kill him as much. The look on Ichigo's face when he realizes his pal has joined the other side is pure heartbreak. Uryu's got his reasons, sure, but betrayal still stings, especially when it's from your super polite bestie. If these anime betrayals hit you just as hard as they did us, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know in the comments which betrayal you found the most heartbreaking, or if there's one that should have made the list. 5. Riner, Annie, and Bertolt drop the Titan bombshell. Attack on Titan. Riner, Annie, and Bertolt have been dodging giants and fighting alongside their friends for ages. But oh wait, turns out they're the very Titans they've been training to kill. It's a plot twist worthy of daytime soap operas. Their betrayal essentially takes Attack on Titan from a simple survival story to an all-out conspiracy thriller. Here are these characters you've grown to like, only to find out they're responsible for the very chaos the heroes are fighting to escape. Let's just say, if they were in a board game, they'd be playing both sides of the Monopoly board and charging rent to everyone else. 4. Section 9 gets framed by their own government, Ghost in the Shell. Section 9's team is framed by corrupt government forces in a scheme so elaborate it'd make any conspiracy theorist blush. The betrayal isn't just personal, it's like your entire office being outed for crimes you didn't commit, except the punishment here is annihilation. As they're forced to scatter, you can almost hear the Major internally screaming, "I should have gone freelance." But the team eventually fights back, proving they're more resourceful than the government ever gave them credit for. If only they got some paid time off for surviving such a soul-crushing betrayal. 3. Wolfwood's tragic turn. Trigun. Nicholas D. Wolfwood is a preacher with a giant cross that happens to double as a machine gun, so clearly he's not your average holy man. When he turns on his pal Vash, the betrayal feels almost Shakespearean. But this isn't about him actually wanting to hurt Vash. He's just got an impossibly heavy burden, one that involves doing the wrong thing to get a sliver of the right result. His journey from reluctant villain to tragic hero is as painful as it is poignant. He dies the hero, but his betrayal makes us question if he ever really was the villain to begin with. 2. Sho Tucker's alchemical nightmare, Full Metal Alchemist. Sho Tucker, the man who gave anime viewers trust issues. The loving dad and state alchemist who's quietly worried about keeping his state alchemist status decides to fuse his daughter and dog into a talking chimera. In his mind, he's a visionary. In everyone else's, he's a monster. When we first meet him, he's all about family, but by the end of his arc, he's got fans swearing off cute scientist dads. For good. He's the kind of character that sticks with you, and not in a warm, fuzzy way. Even the manga goes out of its way to send him straight to hell, a move every fan enthusiastically applauded. 1. Kaworu's betrayal by design. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Kaworu is the friend Shinji always wanted, but didn't know he'd end up losing. His sudden appearance and immediate connection with Shinji set the stage for one of the most heartbreaking moments in anime. Kaworu's betrayal doesn't just cut deep because he's got a mission, it's because he truly cares for Shinji, even as he chooses to betray him for humanity's destruction. Kaworu's choice to sacrifice himself rather than force Shinji to make the decision is a twisted, beautiful act of love. It's like he's saying, I have to destroy everything you hold dear, but I'd prefer if you remember me fondly. And of course, with Evangelion, we'd expect nothing less than a betrayal wrapped in existential dread, hand-delivered by an emotionally complicated angel. Anime betrayals often hit home because they're not just plot twists, they're character-defining moments. They make us question how well we really know these characters, and sometimes ourselves. So next time you're watching an anime and think you can predict where the story's going, remember, behind every trusted friend or seemingly harmless mascot, there's probably a knife waiting to be twisted.